welcome to Envision. My name is Ben Schumacher and I'm here with Superintendent Dr. Brian Maher. And today we're talking a little bit about Summer Climb. It was the first year of a new summer school program for elementary students. And we just had a school board report recently on the topic. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the results of the Summer Climb program?
Sure. I think the results were mixed but positive. And here's what I mean by that. We first of all, we're looking at students who had just finished kindergarten, first and second grade, and we were looking at assessing them for their level of reading and math. And what we found was over the course of the Summer Climb program, all of our students gained in their growth in math. Most of our students gained in their growth in reading. So we've got some things to try to figure out there professionally as we move forward in the next year, but the preliminary results were very positive. Another thing that we found as we went was we had students in the program during the summer who had no disciplinary problems. And I don't mean they had just a few, I mean they had none. We had no disciplinary referrals written for 171 students in an 8-week program. And several of the students who were involved in the program had many disciplinary referrals written throughout the year. So something that we did with that culture and that climate was working for those students. So when I look at the success of the program academically, I saw good enough results for us to continue the process. When I look at the results of the program behaviorally, trying to figure out what can we take from that program and use throughout the course of the year to help our students and our staff get along during the regular school year. So a lot of information, a lot of data for us to dissect from this summer. Behavior
Was fantastic. Another thing that we had really good results on was attendance. Kids wanted to come to this program. There were a couple of exceptions with kids that missed a significant amount of time, and it wasn't a mandatory program, so kids were just coming on their own, but otherwise attendance was really high.
And I think the last point you were making there is really significant to think about this. During the school year, we have compulsory attendance laws, and if you're not in school, we have ways to work as a school district, we have ways to work with social workers, we have ways to work with law enforcement to try to get kids to school. We don't have those things in the summer. And so these kids were coming truly on a voluntary basis, and our attendance rate was over 90%. A little bit below where it is during the school year, but you throw into that mix vacations, Bible camps, summer camps of all sorts, and any of those misses were part of that 10% absentee rate. I think a 90% attendance rate in a non-compulsory summer school is absolutely fabulous. So I feel very good about the attendance rate. And I think that's very reflective of the culture and climate that was established by the teachers involved in the programs.
Speaking of cultures and climate, we've talked a little bit about the data available in the program, but we also surveyed teachers and parents, maybe students too, I'm not sure, about what they thought, what they liked about it, what they thought worked. What were some of the results of what people liked?
Well, there were very positive results. We have a lot of anecdotal evidence that talked about the feel good of the program, and the program felt real good. From a parent perspective, we had some very early on worried about taking summer away from their child, and over time, I think that worry of letting kids be kids went away because of not only the math and English that our students were reading or learning about, but also the experiences that they were being provided that they wouldn't have otherwise had. So I think all of that, all told, gave us incredibly positive feedback from students, from parents, and definitely from the professional staff involved.
And this is just the first step in a pilot program. So, kind of baseline data this year, and then those students that were involved this summer will be invited back again and potentially again after that.
Right. If you're in the program right now after your kindergarten year, we are going to invite you back after your first grade year and after your second grade year. Part of the reason we're going to do that is students were identified to be part of this program. And what our hope is that after 3 years in the summer school program and after 3 good years of quality regular school year education, that we get all of these students up to where their peers are, and maybe in some instances beyond where their peers are academically and socially in some cases. So we feel real good about the start, but it is just a start. We've got to work on just how robust we're going to make this program again in year 2, and we'll run a 3-year pilot and really look at results to make sure that we're getting an academic return on our investment.
Great, and we do have some videos from that program over the summer that you can view on our YouTube channel. We'll intersperse some video from those programs into this interview as well, but keep looking forward to this program as it develops, and
right.
There'll be much more to report in the future. So thank you for joining us on Envision.